Hi everyone, welcome aboard. I'm Mr. Trek, and this is the build of the full interior of the original USS Enterprise at 1/25th scale, a big model. Okay, I'm going to try something in this video that I don't normally do. I'm just going to try to give a very quick, raw, uncut showing of this model. So if I make a mistake when I'm speaking, or if I'm filming something that I don't think should be there, I'm just going to keep it in. So we're going live. Well, we're not going live, but we're going raw. So I just want to get this done and just show you what's going on without trying to be too fancy with editing. Okay, in the last video I showed you the creation of this 1/25th scale crew quarter model right from the beginning, literally from floor plans traced out on a piece of tracing paper right through to an almost finished model. And at the end of that video I said I'll give you an update soon. So here's a few new things that were not included or were not actually built at the time when I did that model. And somebody in the comments section of the last video, they actually said, hey, this is a nice model, but it's not cozy enough, it's not it's a bit bare. And of course it was, because it was not a finished model. Anyway, I've kind of cozied it up a little bit by adding a few features, and one of the features is this bookcase here, and there's a little handwritten note on the bookcase. The wooden table is a fold down, fold up table for space. And the grain on that table was created in the same way as the grain on this table in the living area. And like I say, all this is featured in the previous video to this one. I'll leave a link to that in the description, even though it is actually the previous video to this video. Okay, so one other new thing that I'm actually really happy about with this is, see this here? It's clearly, as you can see, it's the inside of a toilet roll, and I was just so epically made up when I tried it in this model, because it fits perfectly to the 1/25th scale, and that is going to save me a huge amount of time when it comes to building these classic like round wardrobes that we saw in the crew quarters on the show. And I'm really happy with the way that turned out. It was a bit fiddly and a bit complex to do, but I think I nailed it. I used a lot of reference from the episode The Enemy Within. The episode, the part in the episode where Captain Kirk is he's a little bit inebriated on the brandy, the evil Kirk, and he makes his way to Janice Rand's quarters with ill intentions, and we have the "don't fight me, Janice," that kind of thing. But there's great reference in that scene of this wardrobe here, and I used that scene to construct this wardrobe. Really happy with it. Let me know in the comments section if you think I nailed this wardrobe from the original series. We'll just take a look down the top here, and there it is. It's just pretty raw, inside of a toilet roll and then dressed. So that will save me a huge amount of time, because as you know, if you've been following this project, I am building the full ship. Every deck from the bridge down to deck 24, the interior. So I'm going to actually need to have 430 of these wardrobes and 430 of these crew quarters, and everything else that was on the board, everything else that was on the ship. In the TV show, we never saw this. We never saw the toilets or the bathrooms in the show. So this might be a world first. I'm showing you now the bathrooms on board the original USS Enterprise. And those handles there, the toilet looks like a little bit of a Starship, doesn't it, with those stabilizing handles. So of course I've included those just in case you were on your mission here, and I don't know, photon torpedo strikes and, you know, everyone's flying around on the bridge, and you don't want to be flying around in the toilet, okay? This part here, I'm going to find a tiny mirror and place a real mirror there for authenticity. And yeah, as I showed in the previous video, this door is actually a sliding door, functional door, and all the details of how that was constructed and built is in the previous video. This door here is entry to the sauna, or okay, for now let's just call it the shower room, but it is also going to double as a sauna. So the shower, I don't know, the shower head will probably be here, and then I'm just going to construct like a wooden bench, and then the crew member, if they want, they can have a shower and then they can have a sauna. Never before seen view of the crew quarters out of the window of the sauna. And nice little bookshelf there with some books on it and some original art. Now, here's a really nice funky bit, because I'm building a 1/100 scale full model as well that works as a blueprint that will then translate up to the 1/25th scale model. Big project, big work. But here in the living area of this 1/25th scale model is a 1/100 scale captain's chair. Okay, and this is actually taken from the 1/100 scale model, which I'm just going to show you now. And this model here, the big model, is scratch built. So this is made of cardboard, and these big birch chairs here were kindly printed for me by Doug in Ohio, and these are actually 3D printed. Everything else is scratch built. This tiny Kirk's chair here is also 3D printed. I'm just going to pick this up and show you what that looks like, because it's absolutely awesome. Just have a look at that. So this is the 1/100 scale 3D printed command module on the bridge. This was actually very kindly printed for me by Andrew in Toronto. So a few people really helping me out with this project. I painted this myself and put all the tiny details on it. These tiny birch chairs here, let me just put a full size, well, there's a 1/25th scale birch chair next to this. So Andrew, as you know from previous videos, if you've watched them, he's actually printed me 500 of these birch chairs. He's also printed me 400 of the lounge birch chairs, you know, the ones with arms, and just a load more stuff, and this as well that you see here. So there's the difference between the command module of the 1/25th scale bridge that I built, and there's the 1/100 scale version. And over here is the turbo lift, the 1/25th scale turbo lift, which was also built for the bridge model that I built, and this is all documented in previous videos. Take a look, have a sneak around the channel, and do let me know what you think in the comments section. As the crew members having a bit of a rest in between shifts, and that's it. So literally, I'm not even going to edit any of this. I'm just going to render it and post it and see what you think. Because literally, when I do a video, when I've done videos, I can literally spend like 7 hours editing, cutting things out that I'm not satisfied with, and that kind of thing. There's a view in through the window from outside of the ship. And let's take a look in through the screen, the other screen, into the living area there. And I purposely I purposely built this model with areas. Oh, look at that! That's a really nice shot, isn't it? And we're going to get a really nice shot of that door to the bathroom opening. Here we go. Yes, I did make that noise, and I made it a little bit softer. Got quite a few comments in the previous video saying, "Oh my God, man! When that door opened, I jumped out of my seat because I kind of did a noise like this." Which is, somebody said that was really stressful. Wouldn't want to have that in my quarters. So there, I'm just loving that. That's TOS. That's the original series, straight off, isn't it? And it was built to be filmed. So I'm now here, as you can see, I'm now removing this wall here so that I can really get right in close and show the model. Okay, so that's just a little update on this model with a few new things that I've added. Thank you to the patrons supporting this mission. Please do like and subscribe if you like what you see. I'm really trying to get this Enterprise build up to warp factor 8, and I really value your subscriptions and your comments. So that's it. Just a quick whiz around, and I've already done the thumbnail for the video, so I'm just going to go right into my edit program now and get this on tonight. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your support. Okay, I'll see you soon with the next video, and bye for now.